Okay, let's get the stream started by beating Fallout 4. There we go. Yeah, I'm surprisingly early for once. It's probably a first. So, when things get... Some days I just go well. My bowels decide to cooperate with me, and, well, the TF2 video goes smoothly. And everything else I do this morning goes smoothly. You know, if things go smoothly, it's fine. It's when my bowels decide to not cooperate. That's when it becomes a problem. Gotta hop back in my power armor and deal with that stupid Mechanist. You know, because one idiot in the world becoming the Mechanist wasn't bad enough. No. There had to be a second one, because, in case you don't know, the Mechanist was in Fallout 3 and had the same ridiculous door, just once rather than like 15 times. The chemistry bench. Pretty power armor I go. Or, you know, just always take the course. Now we just hop back in my power armor.
Who are you? Don't you think it's time you ditched that mask?
You're right.
Says the one in a power armor helmet. Doesn't need.
I'm Isabel Cruz. The
Helmet
Mechanist was just an
Definitely
easy way
helmet
for
hair.
me to help the Commonwealth. But all my technical knowledge and all of these resources, and I still failed. How does the Commonwealth have any hope against people like you?
Hey, I'm not the enemy. I'm the one trying to protect the Commonwealth against your robots.
They have taken innocent lives.
Oh dear.
My friends, they were simple traitors.
Wrong way to
Dead
point,
at the hands of
Ada.
your robots.
That can't be right. Explain yourself.
Call it user error then. One of your robo-brains admitted it. They're killing people to save them.
Saving by killing.
I didn't realize this. I'm stupid.
The logic, it's there. I can see it now. I was hoping it was the robo-brains, an issue with their memory wipes. But you're right. Their primary directive.
Yeah, your primary directive was to keep them alive, not kill them.
Maybe
Not...
that's why you don't stick human brains in robots.
I wanted to help the Commonwealth. And robots are all I know.
It's just occurred to me, I'm going to boil. So
Finally do my part.
it's starting to get warm again.
Responsibility. I can't take back what I've done, or even atone for it. But this doesn't have to end in violence.
Tell me, why the mask? What's with the Mechanist?
I'm not good with people. The
Then sound
Mechanist
like a
gave
twat
me
in the
a
process.
myself
Do you
out
really
for
think
really being
dressing up as a costumed hero, superzero, is a
You're
good
kind of
thing?
keeping me in suspense here. I can turn this around. I just need a chance.
Your plan backfired.
There is no faction options here either, which is really
It's the
annoying.
truth.
Yeah,
I
because
only ever
a skilled
wanted to
robotics
make the
expert could do well in the Brotherhood or the
I
Institute
grew
or
up on a settlement.
even the
I've seen
Minutemen.
people struggle against raiders. and
But no, you don't even get a
I
faction option.
never want to be counted among them. Here, take this. It's the password to the mainframe. You can use it to shut down the
I don't get the feeling she's not looking at me.
I'd rather this. I should have been more thorough.
The tiny little ramp. Also, fun fact. You can blow these off. There's absolutely no reason to, but you can. I mean, there's absolutely no reason to, but you can actually blow all the robo-brains up for some reason.
Your return is a relief.
Oh dear.
I trust the outcome was what you wanted.
I shut her down.
So the desired result, did she reveal her motive?
She was fooled by her own...
A biological wild card. The unknowns are vast. Many good people endured some. It's a shame a mind as brilliant as hers allowed such atrocities to
The fact that I'm seeing it inside the frame is a problem.
She's an idiot. She's lucky to be alive.
I'm uncertain if my logic protocols could override my personality subroutines had the decision. Still, I now know that the death of my friends has brought about had the Mechanist robots remained unchecked. Halting, if not reversed. With this knowledge, I am finally...
Hey,
Yes.
Hey, just one more thing.
Oh dear. I was trying to get rid of it.
get lost. I don't have time for you.
Oh, okay. Well, it'll just take a minute. I just wanted to say I'm really happy.
I think that's the same outcome no matter what you pick.
And in order to show you, it's the...
Yeah, the really dumb suit. You know, does look like it's sort of stripped from a Protectron. I mean, look at that shot. You can say that's probably Protectron bits.
I don't want it. You...
No, really. I insist. There's one more thing. There are still robots. My communications are down, and I can't...
No way.
That's okay.
Let's get rid of you.
Happy to help. How may I be of service, ma'am?
Time for you to leave.
I wouldn't recommend that course of action.
Mechanist lair is... It's the worst... Without a doubt, the worst settlement site because you can't do anything with it. It can't produce crops, it can't... I don't even think it can produce water. It is completely useless. I mean, I had a thought, and I was thinking about which settlement sites were the worst. Coastal Cottage springs to mind because it's very poor ground. There's not much space, and half of its space is taken up by a completely unusable pile of crap that you can't scrap. But that's nothing compared to some of it. I mean, Outpost in the Monja is also pretty bad, but if I ever go out there, I have actually got a settlement for that. I did build something, and it does just about fit. It's tight, and trying to build a signal interceptor there is hell, but it isn't too bad a site. Coastal Cottage is horrible, but the Mechanist lair is just pointless. There is absolutely no reason for it. It's... You can't... If you could grow shit there... Bloody hell, that's bright.
Please don't fuck.
That came out of nowhere. There it is. You know, the fact that no one can see this. You can't see this coming.
What a race! What a race!
I wonder if Easy City Downs was supposed to have a sort of betting mechanic on.
We got a race on.
Oh yeah, it's better before I encounter a radio. Oh, you really were coming at me with a rolling pin. It's a really uncommon weapon, the rolling pin. You don't find it very often. Oh, Triggermen. They're useless. I mean, that's the use of the jetpack. Oh, Triggermen, little ears.
Excellent.
The main reason to come in here. Yes, more effective than lockpicks? Definitely. Bobby pins are amazing. Oh yeah.
Playing games with me, huh?
Alert. You know, raiders are catastrophically thick. I mean, think about it.
Back up. Kill them.
You see a massive, basically a walking tank with a big minigun coming at you, and you're not running away, and you try and kill it with a poorly constructed bit of shit that you made yourself. Where is he? There he is. And he's dead. His head go boom. That is one chunky raider, Oh, just a dust pile now. Such a shame. Although I did get a double barrel shotgun, which is nice. I don't remember this building. Ow! Pun hurting me. Ow! In case you don't know, a sandbar is something in a body of water. And ow, pun hurting me. It's a bad pun. You typically run it, in a river or a lake or an ocean. A sandbar is like basically a strip of sand that you ground a boat on. And ow, joke hurting me. And it looks like a stand-up club by the looks of it. Because that's a microphone. I get the feeling this is Beantown. And you know why? It is because, it's sort of too nice to be deep vanilla. Just a little too nice. I know there's a Beantown interior location here as well. Little betting shop. And when I say little, I mean so little that... There is a back entrance, but yeah, it's actually a load door because this building doesn't actually have a back door. I'm not going to go through it, there's no point, there's only a few bits of pre-war money though. But, look, here's another one. Complete with Ye Olde Mr. Handy and Ye Old Ibot. Both of which are actually Fallout 4 models. They're in Fallout 4. I think that Ibot in particular looks a little too round. So I get a feeling that they were just the Fallout 3 models, downscaled, to make the robot models, because that's what they are, they're robot models. Yeah, this is definitely a Beantown location. It's a little robot shop, and when I say little, this is like most cramped. There's a Protectron toy. So that's actually that's the Fallout 4 one, that's a Beantown toy. Rather than the little model kits where it's the old-fashioned Fallout 3 style Protectron, which is ugly as fuck. Because it's got that horrible... I mean, you can see... I don't know if they've improved the textures on them or not, I don't think so, because but that Ibot... It's a small Ibot, and it does look surprisingly good for non-HD. It's... surprising, to say the least. No, I don't want to reload a fucker. Yeah, it's starting to get hot. Sun beaming in. Boiling room. I don't know why I'm going over this side. I'm definitely not going through water. It is... When you have power armor, you do not go through water. I'll show you why. Because look how fucking slow you go. You basically get stuck to walk. Now, is that scum or is that land? It's a sandbar. I mean, it technically might not be... No, it is sand. That's a sandbar. That's what a sandbar is. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. The only difference is I am going... I don't... You know, I'm sure a vertebrate could land there. I'll wait for it now. It's not going to try and land. Watch it try and land in Liberty Prime again. You know, for such a ridiculously powerful spotlight, it doesn't actually have much range. Yeah, but I know what I'm going to do when I've got full suit power armor on. The jetpack is basically glorified, like, double jumping though. It doesn't serve much purpose and it is rather silly. I'll go deal with Virgil first. I didn't even remember about Virgil.
Weapons hot, ready to bring the pain, ma'am.
I can't resist, I'm sorry. I see cars, I have to blow them up. That was an incredibly wide loop to go around to turn around. This Super Mutant camp doesn't respawn, I don't think. Or at least most of them don't. One of them might respawn, but I don't think they do. I think that's one place where they don't respawn. I don't know why. And yes, that is an inland boat, and no, I don't know how it got there. Gotta wait for the vertebrate to fly, because it is much quicker than running. Even sprinting the entire way, the vertebrate is faster. Just because it can... I'm not sure if it's speed-wise it's actually faster in terms of the actual vertebrate speed. I don't know if you can sprint at the same pace as it. You know, I fire at things I can't identify. Unless it's a car, in which keyword being a... That, and I don't think, at this altitude, I don't even have the range to hit the ground. No, I do just about be able to hit below me. Now, I know that's a Super Mutant camp, so I can liberally spray that with minigun fire. Looks like I know this is Super Mutant Central. But, of course, because I went through that biggest, tallest spot in Boston, I'm so high up I can't actually do anything. So I'm just going to slowly fly to Virgil. No, the main advantage of the vertebrate is it can straight line to anywhere more efficiently than a player ever can. And because it's so high, it doesn't take rads of any sort, typically, until it tries to land anyway. I also wonder if vertebrates were supposed to have the doors shut. But they never got around to animating it, because I'm pretty sure they are a separate entity, and they're not quite the same. You know, I'm sure they're like a separate entity. Ah. ghouls. Lots and lots of ghouls. And yes, for some reason the rain effect applies to the third person as well. Yeah, I found out the one thing I could blow up in the glowing sea. Tangled with my toes. Cable for the mics, tangled with my toes. I do not want that following me. Great, it's out of range. Crash fighter. Oh, crap. Please don't be a Deathclaw. Oh, great. Alpha Deathclaw. Oh, it's a good job I got a minigun. You know, knowing that there's always a Deathclaw... You know, knowing there's a Deathclaw always outside Virgil's cave, I was prepared for it. And as a result, I could deal with it. If not, that's going to be a nasty surprise when landing. Or fast travelling, it can spawn right on top of you, it's really nasty. No need to be subtle.
Virgil.
The radio. The Institute signal, it's gone. What happened? We had a deal. I help you get into the Institute.
Did I pick the serum up?
You get me the serum. Instead, what do? You blow the damn place up. My home, my friends, and the one chance I had of being human again.
You really would mess with the one with a fucking Gatling laser. That's funny, he had his custom. You know, I think I picked the serum up actually as well. I'm not sure if I actually picked it up or not. If I did, that would be the ultimate irony of the... Also, best defensive turrets ever. They're not going to stop anything. It's a good job. The only reason he hasn't died is because the Deathclaw's too big to fit through that tiny wee little hole. Now we can actually do what I wanted to go do. Why am I reloading again? Oh, because I'm an idiot, that's why. Yeah, at least the power armor's going to use the half-used cores. Point. There we go. I love how you can do impact damage from like the tiniest little jump. Oh, I hear it. I hear it coming. And yes, the vertebrates can fly through areas you can't go through. That is something they can do. They can fly across the areas you can't actually waddle through. I know where I'm going. A place that, just like the rest of Fallout, is cheery and creepy at the same time. I just need the area marked on my map. Wait for it. Because I can't actually remember quite how far up it needs to be. Did it? No. This is that one, I think. Also, look at the angle you go to on the minigun. You sort of awkwardly tilt if you try and get it going that way. Galaxy looks a lot different when it hasn't got the sort of awkward yellowy green haze on it. Let's turn that radio off. I mean, to be honest, that radio is completely safe to listen to. Granted, radio is horrible. You don't want to, the stations added in Nuka World are 100% safe to listen to because they're all like actual original stuff. They're all just technically soundtrack rather than like copyrighted crap that's used under license. I love how I hit a Rad Scorpion when I wasn't even aiming for. It's a glowing sea. If you see anything moving, shoot it because it's hostile. Also, that little cabin there is a great way of pretty much guaranteeing yourself a set of XO1 power armor. Why? Well, power armor frames determine what's on them when you first enter their cell, basically, or within a few cells radius. Because that is an inside cell with a set that I'm pretty sure is scripted, is one that has the full set on it, a full armor set. You can basically never go in there until you've got a high enough level to guarantee you'll get XO1. And it's like pretty much the only way you can guarantee an XO1 set. Other than the Nuka Quantum Armor, which is just baffling. Because Nuka Quantum Armor is guaranteed XO1 for no apparent reason. It doesn't even make any sense that it's XO1. I've never seen that cabin before in my life. Nope, Institute. No, we're close enough. Land. Oh, stick me down on top of like the nearest. Actually, there's a relatively flat spot. Doink. Oh, it's a Corsair. That explains why I can't see the fuck. Corsairs are just annoying because they're just stealth boy. And of course, because they're stealth boy, you basically VATS is 100% useless. And because it's like a Brotherhood power armor soldier is right. Oh, that's always tragic. It's funny, this is... In any save, this is the first Institute patrol I've actually had. Oh... Oh, fuck. It followed me. Death Wolf. If you don't... I've made it so basically if you do not strike their belly, you know, their soft and vulnerable underbelly, they are almost invincible. Same deal with my Alert Queens, if you don't strike a soft bit, their shell is almost invincible. You know, they're boss spec creatures, they're supposed to be tough. I was trying to put that away, and it came back. Boing. Little fun fact with Nuka World. Its equipment is the best in the entire game. the Raider armor that's there, which should be a pile of crap. Hiccups somehow. I love getting hiccups when I haven't consumed anything for an hour. But, you know, the Raider armor should be like really crap because some of it is basically just a stuffed toy strapped to an arm, seriously. But I'm not sure if that fence is borderline. Because they tend to have fences along borderline. Although I'm not sure if this was opened up by Nuka World. But I think maybe it must have been. But when it's found on NPCs, it's not that. However, this Raider armor is not that unbalanced when found on NPCs because NPCs never equip more than 1 or 2 pieces of it. That's the border. That's the border. Always like these. It's always like these shitty little fences. What the? Also, I don't think the double barrel shotgun has any randomization with its mods. But anyway, back to the subject of the Nuka World Raider armor. The Nuka World Raider armor has the highest stats of any armor by quite a margin. But when it's found on NPCs, getting a full set, they never have more than 1 or 2 pieces. The rest is not either normal Raider or non-existent. So on NPCs, it's never that unbalanced. But of course, if you ever obtain a full set of it, it surpasses everything, despite the fact it really shouldn't. The Disciples ones is basically just a collection of belts.
If I see anyone violate protocol and enter that transit station before we're set, I'll have your head. Now pick up the pace. I want to be able to report back to Cyprus ASAP.
But, you know, if you ever get a full set, the stuff really shouldn't be. The Disciple stuff is basically just straps. The Operator stuff is crude bits of sheet metal. And, well, the pack is stuffed animals and all other manner of crap. You really think you're going to scare someone in power armor off with gunners? You really... Is this kneecapper? Or is it just a happy coincidence? I think it might be kneecapper. No, there's a gunner left. Where are you? What gunner? No, you're up there. I can't... Vats can't hit. It's a really easy shot and Vats fails. See, the jetpack has a purpose. Whee! I do like doing the little jetpack jumps. It's just... I don't know what I do. It's just something I've always liked to do.
Jesus.
Then again, I always like doing silly shit.
What happened to you?
Raiders. That's what... Those bastards have my family. You gotta help me. Please.
You look terrible.
Tell me about it. My family and I ran into some traitors. Found out they were raiders. I managed to escape, but my wife and son are still back there. I wanted to get some...
Right. Your family is probably dead.
Don't say that. You're here for a reason. I turned on a transmitter here. It's gotta be a sign. If not for them, do it for the cat.
What about you?
Just leave me. My wife. Does this mean you'll do it? Oh.
It's just so shifty.
Take this. The fastest way to get to Nuka World is to take the Nuka. Find the control terminal in the office to power.
And apparently you don't need this little nuclear express, which has no connection between the trains. I mean, look. There is not one connection between them, and yet they move in sync. Again, something that really bugs me. I think it's because they couldn't get the flexible section to work right. So they decided not to use it at all, and just... They could have put like a pin between them, though. But the gunners get there without using this train, so... You know, it's probably just a long walk. And it's kind of dumb that you can't have vertibird support out there, yet the Brotherhood can stick a vertibird and send it out to Maine. Also, what's disturbing is... This highway that goes to Nuka World is the same one used by Trainwiz to go to Maxwell's World, in the mod of the same name, which was also a creepy theme park. Except that one's just creepy on the surface and just gets creepier the more you delve. While Nuka World is cheery on the surface and gets creepier the further you delve. But... You know, it's kind of strange, and then they both have like an animated train to get there as an option. It's kind of really weird how similar they were. They both have some form of Vault ride experience thing. You know, it's kind of... It's kind of funny how similar... You know, how like, completely unintentional similarities, and Maxwell's World was one of quite an early mod for Fallout 4. And it was also a buggy fucker. Scenes just refused to play. And when I say scenes, I mean like things like NPCs talking to each other. It was the reason why I will not like ever get anything that hasn't been fully tested ever again, because it was pretty painful. I mean, you know, I was helping relay bugs, but there was a lot. It was, but give it credit, it was sort of the first big quest mod of its time, and Gage, I don't care. It is possible to beat Coulter without using the stupid squirt gun. I mean, credit to them, they tried to make a more interesting fight. Something else that Maxwell's World did, but you expect that from Trainwiz. The interesting boss fights are kind of the main attraction with Trainwiz, is mods. I mean, I really enjoy Wheels of Lull. I really enjoy it. I think it's really entertaining. Just for the fact there's different mechanics.
We are now arriving at the station. Please be sure to collect any children and personal belongings before exiting the Nuka Express.
Attention all my favorite undesirables out there. In case you haven't noticed, looks like we got ourselves some fresh meat to run the gauntlet.
Oh, Red-Eye. Red-Eye has no physical entity. He's just the annoying, obnoxious radio host. Oh, look, a room full of turrets. I'm not stupid enough to fall for your traps, Red-Eye. It's just occurred to me it's probably easier to VATS this. So there's the laser ones you gotta watch out for. Where's it? Where's this laser turret? That's normally fallen off, actually. No, I didn't mean to change weapon. That's fucking powerful.
Oh, let's get a move on. Doesn't matter what.
Ugh, I accidentally swapped and I don't.
The gauntlet gets them all. Oh, our new Vic sure knows how to dodge some bullets. Good thing that's not all we got in store for her.
Yeah, just tripwire hell. Common sense dictates you just go around it. I mean, let's face it, this door would not hold up to a mule kick from a blue power armor suit, but lockpicking is.
Vic managed to pick one tiny little lock. Let's see how long the gauntlet lets her enjoy that one.
Oh no, the falling bridge. The thing is, that I think can actually completely fuck you up if you don't do it the first time. I think you have to, because it sort of, well, doesn't come back. Oh, this is a room you definitely do not want to go through. I mean, let's see. Pretty much insta-trigger bloody grenade bouquets. There is no way you ever want to go through that. There are certain things that it will get. This will get you the first time. Unless you're being hyper alert.
It's decision time. All doors lead to death. Some just a little slower than others.
Say, I know they're both grenade bouquets, but you need to see just how... You know, the heads on pikes are creepy, but that is definitely the highlight of creepy. I can't let banging monkeys live. They're that evil. They are just sinister. Now, this is a room where you either want high lockpick, because I can't ever remember where the key is. Yeah, you want relatively high lockpick to do this room. Which you would probably have at the level you're... You know, the levels you really should be doing Nuka World is like 40 plus. You know, because I can never remember where the key is. Into the access tunnels. Oh, my leg's broke. I don't even remember when that went. So now I look kind of ridiculous.
Oh, what? Call me crazy, but I think our Vic's got something against fun.
So that can be a nasty trap if you're not anticipating it. I don't even need that one because the key's right there.
Time for things to get dangerous. See if she survives what's next.
Again, another explosive shit blows up. It's a case of... The gauntlet is a case of... Shoot anything that moves.
Kill.
Oh. It's still alive. That is one resilient bloody Protectrone. Or Galactrone, because it's a spacified version, which is basically the same thing with a different dome. I think I flattened the walkway because I feel like I'm falling. That or I've suddenly become a midget, one of the two.
Nice.
What the hell? Goddamn Derek!
If you fought all there's my lurks to fight, so X6 will probably fight them anyway. Tension trigger. And this is a corridor of death. There's like a million grenade bouquets up there, it's really bad. See what I mean? It's like a bazillion grenade bouquets. Even standing back, I still got quite a hit from them. Gas chamber, really... The obvious solution would be to turn the valves off. Simple answer, you can't.
Someone thinks she's clever. Time for
sure my helmet is still present. That's one hell of a rad roach. That's one radical roach. Well, it's not going to end in D or beginning in S.
That's it.
And of course, if you shoot anything, it blows up. So X6 is probably going to trigger. You know, at least until you open a door. Oh look, heads on pikes again. Do these raiders have any style? Nuka-Cola Dark. That is some strong alcohol. You know, that's like 70 proof. That's pretty strong for a... something that you wouldn't consider as a special alcohol. Also, it's stated that it's found in finer lounges, and it's found nowhere in Fallout 4 by default.
Right, Vic. Breathe that fresh air in.
Oh no! Ants! Which are a lot smaller than ants seen in other Fallouts. I mean, as you've seen in New Vegas, the ants are fucking enormous.
Damn, look who's in the home stretch.
Don't even bother. Don't even bother with a bloody grenade bouquet room. No, Pack Tormentor, that's like the top grade one. Yeah, it's definitely Kneecapper, isn't it? Kneecapper is a crippler. And I'm not kidding, Kneecapper's really a crippler. On an automatic weapon like a minigun or a Gatling laser, holy fuck. Up Kneecapper's overpowered. Come on. Come on, Pack. You know, I will gladly murder a Pack. Gladly. Ugh, you're not gonna come and try and fight? Well... Now, I don't think I have high enough base crit, and so I don't have overdrive, so I can't, like, force high crit chance. But basically, you can beat Coulter by just doing crits. Because crits ignore all forms of damage resist. And when I say all, I mean all. They mean... I'm pretty sure they even ignore, like bloody skeleton resistance as well. Like damage multiplier.
Alright, I'm on it.
Now where? There's my next victim now. Don't look like much. Here's a quick rundown of how this works. You go stock up, make yourself presentable. Then we're gonna give these folks a show. A show where I decorate these walls here with your lovely brains.
This is a rather silly boss fight. I mean, being electrically charged might stop stuff like this Gatling laser, but it wouldn't stop something like a nice big punch to the face, or a sledgehammer to the face, or any form of ballistic impact. You know, it wouldn't work the way it does. It's, you know, it's an inventive gimmick, but it's still a case of it's a stupid gimmick. I mean, it's fun as a boss fight, but it doesn't make any... The why makes no sense. I don't need the intercom. Shut up, Gage. I'm looking for your fucking first apple.
Time's wasted here.
Yeah.
Hey, I know you're still in there.
No. Looking for your fucking squirt gun.
You got a death wish or something?
No. I'm Luton.
You got a
Perfect.
There we
death
go.
wish or something?
There we go, got the stupid squirt gun.
Who is this?
Got the
I'm the
menu.
guy that's gonna get you out of this alive. So listen up.
I don't need your help.
Believe. Look.
Except you can, it's... This bull.
Exactly why you want to.
Was it a little red?
You got it.
I already.
Good. Yeah, I know what it looks.
Seriously?
Nope. Once the water hits cold.
I say it's so stupid the reasoning for this fight. It's an inventive little.
Staying hydrated is.
He ain't got it.
Right.
Alright.
But I will just spam a few rounds at him and hope I get a crit just to demonstrate that crits do just ignore everything.
Disciples, are you ready for blood?
Oh, come on, you big ham. Come on.
Are you ready for things to get wild?
Oh, come on. The thing is, no matter how reinforced this is, you could break through it, but... You know, unbreakable windows is something I've accepted in games, but, like, bullshitty mechanics like Coulter, where he's just invincible because of electricity. See, he's taking damage, even though I've not used the squirt gun. Unfortunately, my power armor has suffered a lot, and I can't be asked to do it, so I'm... I say, it's a stupid it's a nice mechanic, but a stupid reasoning for said mechanic. No, it wouldn't. It couldn't. I'm just... Nah, it doesn't. I was just wondering if he classed as in the water. Yeah, because... You know, just as a joke.
What the hell? Was that a water gun?
Now, stop running away, you little bitch. Oh, that! How could it miss at that range? Your legs are gonna go boom! Yeah. So this is the first time I've actually done this properly, because normally I have more than enough crit hits to actually do anything. You know, normally I have more than enough crits to do anything. That explains how he healed, and how much health he had.
You saw it. We all saw it. Coulter's dead. We've got ourselves a new overboss.
Are you sure, Gage?
I love how that he says chick and not girl, and yet the subtitles are wrong.
Hey, we talked about this. We survived the gauntlet. She was smart
Notice
enough to fight back.
only one of the two of the three leaders actually complains.
How about we show some respect for our
Both of which I don't think are actually in here.
When she earns respect.
Amen.
Yeah, I don't even think they're actually in here because, well, I could see Nisha a mile away because I made Nisha's kind of a freak of nature huge in my game. There's no Mason because his distinctive blue tank top isn't here. And as for the blacks, aka the operator bosses, I have no idea if they're there or not.
Worked like a charm.
That guy was nothing.
Bullshit. I get that you have no idea. Taking out Colt now that he's
Blah 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 blah.
Sure.
all right. There are 3 raiders, and yeah, if the names didn't give, thanks to Coulter, this place, I think you have what it takes to.
If this is a trick,
See? No, I'm sure you got. Meet me at the Overbosses. Your new.
The beauty with Nuke Worlds, it does allow you to play something truly evil because you're a raider boss.
We can talk there. Just let me get there.
Yes, I think the squirt... I must have hit that with a squirt gun. Oh dear. Ugh. Need to repair... I do find it funny how one of my legs is broken but not my other leg. And if we're just doing landing, I want to see which leg I land on first. Both about equal.
Nisha really only has one rule around here. Don't get caught.
Ugh. Gotta talk to the stupid bottle lot.
Hello there, young lady. Welcome to Nuka World. I'm Mira.
I love how it can tell my gender through my power armor.
Assistant. Is this your first visit to Nuka World?
I haven't been a young lady for a long time.
You know, a lot of people say just
This-
the same thing. The way we
Just listen, it gets creepy. Yeah. Look at that face! That is... You can say that's definitely not creepy or like, but you know deep down it is.
tell you about error. System malfunction.
Are you finished wasting my time, you filthy lowlife?
Say that again, and you're...
Oh, was that supposed to be a...
System restored. Oops. Sorry about that. Please contact a Nuka...
A malfunction?
Internal systems monitoring recorded an unauthorized. When functionality was restored, my audio receptors recorded the entire event. Now don't you worry.
It reports people.
Incident, I'm still operating at well over 61%.
I can't remember where it is, but... Or if it's just a random conversation the raiders had, but one of them mentions how someone had programmed this to stare over them while they slept. Because that, you know, it's freaky enough waddling around. You know, it's creepy enough just wandering around, but waking up and seeing that stare over you, you would be freaked out.
I'd be delighted. Spread throughout once you've got it.
I'd rather put a bullet in my brain than wait.
No need to be discouraged, chicken. With a little
I love how it has responses for that.
You'll find those medallions in no time. What else would you like to know?
No questions for now.
In that case, error.
You're still here?
System, have a great...
You know, I just find... Ugh, that is getting on my wick, that is. Ugh, the question is, will it go away when I get out my power armor? Yes. Yeah. That little, like, splashing water effect is really getting on my wick. Yeah, it's gone now. Most things can be, with power armor, can be fixed just by getting out of it.
So let me get this straight. Some scaver makes it through the gauntlet, takes out the boss.
Oh. It's funnier if you don't help her the first time.
Ordinary around here, have you? Maybe something hidden.
I love how she's just allowed to go this far in.
I told you to keep your ass at the market. If you're looking for something, you can find it there, like everyone else.
I'm not here for the market. I didn't travel hundreds of miles to go shopping.
I don't suppose you came here for a bullet in the brain either. So if you want to live, I suggest...
Except she doesn't. She stays wandering around here.
Real friendly, aren't you?
Hi.
Nuka World! I've always dreamed of coming here.
And if you don't know, Sierra Petrovita had a Nuka-Cola museum in Fallout 3. And yes, she was that sad.
Doesn't seem all that special to me.
What? You can't be serious. This is the most special place in the world. You can just imagine the children smiling and happy, all drinking Nuka. The name's Sierra Petrovita. I traveled all the way from the capital wasteland to visit this place. Maybe you've heard about my Nuka-Cola museum?
Don't even know.
I don't like Nuka-Cola. Too sweet.
What? Really? I can't imagine how anyone couldn't like Nuka-Cola. I think it's the best drink ever invented, and I love every
I also think she's a quantum
Well,
addict.
stay and chat some more, but I've gotta get back to my...
If you're searching for a more ridiculous pair of sunglasses, don't bother. I doubt such a thing exists.
Sunglasses? Oh, you mean the Cappy glasses. Sorry, sometimes I forget I'm even wearing them. Aren't they great? It was pretty clever. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
What are you searching for?
I don't really want to say. It's nothing
Suit yourself.
Okay.
I say it's quite a tedious fetch quest, but it does give you a reward at the end. But I like to leave her wandering around a bit first, just because it's funnier. Also, oh, look how shallow this lake is.
At least some of that's gotta be hiding here.
Oh, so that's what he's searching for. I've never heard him say that before. Normally I misses the first time one, and so that's what he's looking for. He's looking for someone's booty in the knee high, not even the ankle high water.
Welcome home, boss.
Fix my power armor. Ugh, gotta fix all this crap. Ah yes, that's the almost unbreakable one. That explains why it didn't die. That explains why it didn't die, because that's why I slapped almost unbreakable on.
Gage.
Welcome home, boss. The digs are yours now. I hope you like the look.
You know, compared to all the pointless settlement sites, this entire building isn't a settlement.
Huh? Everything you see here is under your control.
I sure do.
I thought you might. Look, I'll be honest. Sure as hell ain't gonna be me. Leading outright ain't my style.
Yeah, he needs a way out, because he's a bit of a wuss.
Helping a new overboss get all this.
Sure. Oh, sure. I understand. So,
I ain't gonna lie.
Sniff.
Part of the reason, but I'm telling you, let's take a step back. Huge. Built like a goddamn fortress. We had a good head start on it. Got a lot of work. About a year ago, we pushed in through the front gate. Take over, and then, well, Coulter got late. The gangs got restless.
Coulter couldn't pull this off?
Tell me about it. You know, they ain't that different from a raider gang, you ask me. Just try and act all legitimate. Look, I know these guys.
He always says something about the faction you're with.
Against them for years now.
I think he laughs at you if you're Minuteman.
Okay.
And I know for a fact that if you do anything with these raiders, you know, if you even get up to this point and you haven't killed them, presto de pesto refuses to talk to you. It's brilliant.
Need them to respect you enough to follow you.
They'll listen.
Okay, settle down. Look, technically, just meet.
I've got enough going on.
Are you screwing with me? Come on, I'll do my best. The gang's expect.
Yeah, let's go meet the gang bosses, because we kind of have to. Oh! I've still got... let's just get rid of Commonwealth quests. Really? I've still got to talk to Gage again?
Hey, Gage.
So come on. Are you gonna talk to the gang?
You know, I said it was a waste of time, but I still expected to go through...
Okay.
All right. You just need... I'll be here if you need me.
I love how that didn't take full... Oh yeah, because it's 3 full legs. Durr.
That last one died.
Did I just see a tumbleweed? Nah, I didn't see a wind brahmin. If you don't get why I called it a tumbleweed or wind brahmin, a few New Vegas streams ago, I met a crazy Nightkin who tried to sell me his field of wind brahmin, which were all tumbleweeds. He then takes all your money if you say yes. All of it.
You know we should run this place, not some little greenie Gage dragged in.
We're giving him a second chance. Gage screws this up, he knows we'll skin him alive. So shut up and be patient.
What about you, big guy? Nothing to
Disciples are one of the strangest factions in that they are primarily female.
Yeah, they
it is possible, apart from Savoy, you see absolutely no male disciples whatsoever.
Disciple territory. We're in charge here.
Hey.
Don't look like much to me.
You're Gage's
You want to talk?
project.
Talk to Nisha.
And what are you? His grandma?
You can be such a troll in Nuke
I
World.
slit that little suck-up's throat a long time ago. Gage will never be one of us. Everyone knows we all wanted Coulter dead, but whatever. I'm Nisha. I lead the disciples. We've only got one rule around here, and that's keep... Otherwise, the way we see it, this world stopped.
I bet you guys are great at parties.
Side with us, you'll soon find out. We got Coulter Nuka-Town, and suddenly he forgot the big picture. Although I could give him a little credit. Of course, it was total shit at first. No imagination.
Yeah, the sheer amount of fragment grenades are probably the disciples.
How many lives has this gauntlet claimed?
Who's counting? It's at least enough to keep the traders busy. We like to send them in to clean out the bodies whenever things get...
Yeah, for people who basically bathe in blood, they actually care about cleaning the bodies up.
Hey, I thought it was
good to see the new boss at least has some... Let's just hope... Right? He made a lot of promises to get us, so you better not screw.
Yeah, you'd think...
I'm gonna do things my way.
Oh, yeah? I just have... You see, the disciples, we aren't swayed by caps like those spoiled brats obsessed with their hair. Or those savage animals who can't behave in public. Fuck this up, and I will... But...
The pack disgusts me, for assorted reasons.
We back you.
You'll see when I get there. When I get round to them, you'll see why they disgust me, and so...
Looks like you're already a step above Colt. But if you change... There's no shortage of work.
La 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 la. The bloody Radiant quests are awful. And if they make you do it in a city, you're pretty much guaranteed to have to murder half the city to get away with it. Or leg it and hope your companion doesn't kill everything in sight, which is normally the case.
Herbologist crazies? Just ignore them. Told those freaks to stick to their camp.
That is also the worst armor I have ever seen. Like, that's gonna... I think that's actually the heavy... No, it can't be the heavy, it doesn't have a stupid head cowl. But, you know, back, that will protect something. Front? Not really. It's just sort of a mess. But see what I mean by they don't actually use any of their own special armors? That's the case of special armor. And see what I mean by it is basically just belts. And yes, that's some of the best armor in the entire game. See the logic? But also see that, like, one piece of it, and then a standard raider leg. One piece, standard raider leg. Raider piece, raider piece.
It's not fun unless you're up close and personal.
It is very much a case of they only ever have...
This thing pretty well.
Oh, she isn't singing yet.
Boring as hell since Nisha made us team up.
That's one piece and a normal raider leg. As you can see, they only ever have one piece of their armor on. That's just the chest piece. As you can see by having a leather arm and a leather leg. So one piece again. They only ever seem to have like one or two pieces off it. As a result, their armor isn't actually that good. I mean, it's better than like a full set of leather, but it's not amazing. Again. Oh dear, those goggles.
Or ice the vault dweller.
You can go.
I think she actually has 3 pieces. 1, 2. Oh no, she has 4. But she's the boss. He has a full set. Again, the boss.
Hey.
You know, because it's sort of a dual act here.
We all owe you for putting down Coulter.
Man was an idiot. Made us all look bad.
A clown stuck in his own little car. I guess we can take some...
The operators are, you know, if the disciples are pure raider, you know, they're pure anarchy.
What did you feel as you did it?
Although they do have a rule, so not quite anarchy.
Garbage to his knees.
Bored. Kind of like this conversation now that you mention it.
The operators strike me more as almost mercenary than a
It's all right.
raider group.
Regardless, Gage's decree means that you're the more of a boss.
You know, they're almost mercenary rather than raider.
I'm Mags. This is my brother, William.
Pleasure.
Along with our co-conspirator Lizzie.
Lizzie's a bit mental.
Call
Weird,
You'll come
weird
to
experimentation sort of thing.
only gang you should be, because we're the only ones who see this place for what it is. A temple.
Making money?
Exactly.
Let's face it, that's what all of pre-war America, and even America as it is in the real world is just a way to make money.
We only joined Gage and Coulter's, though by somewhat more cut.
Instead, Coulter had us sitting on our asses for the better part of a year while he lived.
And that means if you're going to be in charge,
You know, it made out of old road signs, this armor, and yet apparently it's best some of the best armor in the game. Go figure.
And that we're
You know, road signs are known for their legendary bullet-stopping abilities. Oh wait, no. Go to any America and you'll see holes in a lot of the streets are.
William. Of course, Overboss. So, you're
sure.
And if you think you might be interested, but do take a little time to...
Right?
Mags always saw the potential in this place, and she doesn't steer us wrong.
Those goggles are ridiculous. I mean, I know they had some ridiculous shades, but those goggles, they take a new level of ridiculous.
William normally had me frisk visitors. You get special treatment.
And time to meet the disgusting, repulsive animals that dress like clowns. Also known as the Pack. In other gangs, killing each other is normal. In the Pack, that's bad. And instead they do disgusting pranks on each other. Such as pissing on people. And all other manner of absolutely repulsive and disgusting crap. You know, the Disciples are anarchists. The Pack are just feral. Face Mason.
Most can handle this.
Because of course he needs a throne because he thinks he's special.
No, I can handle it. There's plenty of collars in the temples if you can. Now that I get a closer look at you, I'm sure I'm buying this new overboss thing.
I'll send you my resume and references.
The fuck's a resume?
He's also thick as shit.
Name's Mason. This here's our side of town. You might be overboss for now, but as long as you don't go forgetting that.
The Pack? Fitting. You smell like animals.
Ah, never heard that one before. Look, it ain't like
Looks this stupid. And he also has the most ridiculous face with that.
Replacement being, well, different.
He must have to peel his mustache away from his face, paint himself, and then let the mustache flop back.
I have big plans for this place. You'll see.
Maybe you're the real deal. Well, we thought Coulter was the real deal. Don't get me wrong. Coulter was... Things were good, but that was a year ago. Then Coulter...
I think you're a bunch of ungrateful children.
Careful there, boy. We ain't ungrateful. Sure, this place beats living in the shitholes we had out there. Ain't none of us happy. Not even the Disciples. Things were going to hell fast.
I trust we're done with the
Yeah, boss. Look, let's cut to the chase. I hear you've been talking.
Be a good dog and do what you're told. Or you'll be put down.
Oh there, boss. Not in front of my guys. You got enough to worry about with that. One last thing before I let you. There's always work to do around. If you're ever able to... Loyalties.
Yeah, I could ever do work for animals. Yeah. The eternal battle of a dog versus a mole rat, and it's a randomized dog as well. Even in its like rocky form, there's still some cuteness in those dogs. You did a good job. You can't argue that dogs aren't cute. Even at the absolute ugliest, there's always, there's always, come on. Even at the absolute ugliest, there's always some, when you look in their eyes and the way they pant, you just can't argue that dogs aren't cute. you know.
If you ain't scared, ain't worth looking at.
Why is this out of a cage? The pack are also rather disgusting. You know, and that's just on the surface. They only get more disgusting than like. And yet, loads of people seem to like the pack. I don't know, people are drawn to like this ridiculous dress code or something. I mean, you know, one of the big raid overhaul mods for Fallout 4 makes them more gaudy like the pack. This is a group of sadists, some just general murderers and other unpleasant types of people, and yet, why would they dress like clowns? I mean, I don't get it. You know, the pack is clearly just that, a pack of animals. I give them Kitty Kingdom because I can't really justify ever giving anyone else Kitty Kingdom. You know, and it's also to try and get their smell away from the rest. I mean, logically, if it... No, you're not doing your little song yet.
Searching. Can't give up now.
But if doing it logically, each of the 5 arcs.
Nisha really only has one.
Kitty Kingdom is debatable who you give that to. Galactic's own you give to the operators, and just because of the creepy crap that was going on there with Vault-Tec, you know, because Vault-Tec. But, you know, and you mentioned an interest in it. Plus, they're probably the only ones smart enough to deal with the robots. So, the Zoo bit, Safari Adventure, you give to the pack because they like caged animals. You know, like cage animals because they're just nasty things. Whoa. I can't be out of fusion cores. I didn't burn through 32 of them, did I?
Gage.
The overboss returns.
And so it's hard to deter. You know, like Dry Rock Gulch is probably Disciple because it's out the way.
Peachy with our friendly neighborhood. Sure hope you didn't promise them. I mean, going a little over the top is part.
They'll do what they're told.
Oh boy, oh. Time to roll up your sleeves, boss.
Sure.
This place is huge. Divided up. We need to take them all back.
Right.
You stake a claim. Who gets what? That'll be your...
I thought the whole point of having...
Yeah, give it. So that's it. And hey.
No thanks.
Suit yourself.
Gage is actually one of the best vanilla companions. Why? Well...
Folks will know you mean...
Yeah, for some reason it's forgotten I have... Unless they're all part drained. That's the only thing I can think of, is that they're all part drained. Well, her power armor only uses one hand for fucking pistols. Why, I'm not quite sure, but it does. It's one of these little oddities. And the question is, Kitty Kingdom is always the first. I always do Kitty Kingdom first. Mainly because you really don't want to burn right away at any other... You just burn right away at an alarming rate in Kitty Kingdom. I'm not kidding, the ghoul really burns it. Also, he thinks he's an actual mech. You know, not going to go finding all the terminals, but he thinks that he's actually a magician who can actually do magic. The reality is he's actually everyone who knows is a ghoul, and he can revive him because he's a glowing one, which is what glowing ones do.
Well now, friends, it seems we have another
Also, there is a terminal mentioning how the painted ghouls that look like clowns are enough to scare most people away. Rightfully so, I mean...
What do you think, friends? The tunnels? The fun house? Do you enjoy that lovely glowing mist? Feels great to us. Why, we've got spreaders.
Oh god, there's ghouls everywhere. Oh, wow. What was this? Like the entire population of the staff's park? You know, this park staff.
Having trouble finding the wizard. Personally, I would have figured you out for the scarecrow.
You know, the brainless one.
Well, I can see you're no rocket scientist.
His taunts are entertaining. Now, where's Ferris wheel's over there, but let's see. The castle. I actually can't see it because it's dark. That way. Now, Kiddie Kingdom is kind of a nightmare to navigate. Which is part of the reason why I've got the power armor. No, don't want to fall. Don't want to fall in the river. They go off on the door trigger. You, clown Google. Oh dear, the clown Googles. They're coming. Oh dear, it's lost its arms. Now an armless wonder. Oh, fat ghoul! Fat ghoul! Barrels are a pain in the arse to hit, to be honest. You know, some people have said they don't look frightening and rotted enough, and yeah, they kind of don't, but you have to say that they do move a lot more interestingly than the ghouls in Fallout 3 and New Vegas, which is kind of boring. So you really want a hazmat suit or a power armor to come through here. Otherwise you just suck so many rads, it's ridiculous.
You finally arrived! Quickly, the show is about to begin!
And now, the show you've all been waiting for, Oswald the Outrageous.
I'm saying because he's he's scripted to resurrect those without even actually having to use them. Now I need a new weapon again. That'll do. Not the grossly undersized pistol. Elevator isn't functioning. Great comment there, X6. Where's the roof access? I think it's that elevator, but for some reason it's not working. Check the local map. Yeah, it's that elevator. It's not working. Gotta do it the old-fashioned way. For some reason the elevator... I guess maybe because I preempted him so much. Oh well. Gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Go outside and... I regain AP faster if I'm moving. Okay, give myself the best possible chance. No, it's not going to be enough. Although if I go balcony... Gotta regain the AP. Failing that, I'm just gonna use console. I'm just gonna try and get up there legit, though. I'm gonna try and do things legit. Charge. The fact that I can get up here without actually... The question is, can I get over the... Oh, that's the real question. Requires key. The only conclusion I can make is that you have to do the other little bits, like the fun house and such. So, you're clearly not supposed to be able to get up here. World map, 'cause I can never find a way into this fucking fun house, like, ever. Kiddie Kingdom is a bloody maze. That's all. Which one's a fun house? Oh, I'm on top of it, that's good. So I can never find my way around Kiddie Kingdom, ever. You know, it's very maze-like.
Welcome, boys and girls, to the Fun House. And aren't we having fun? Don't worry, the mirrors are too dirty to reflect anything. In your case, I'd say that's probably a benefit.
It's like, he is just such... He begs to be killed.
Oh, are you feeling lost? Pathetic.
Yes, take the sign that says eggs and don't follow it. You know, why can't I just give it a nice big punch? I don't know. Also, if you have what's that one where it's if you're epilepsy or something, I suggest not looking until I say so, because this next bit is just awful. I'm gonna turn it down, but you can only turn it down so much. So if you've got epilepsy, please don't look in the next few moments. You know, I mean, it's on reduced nausea mode, but it's still pretty bad. You know, this is awful. You know,
Listen to the sound of my voice.
but the default light in this place is horrendous. I mean, it's pretty bad as is. Okay, the nausea-inducing room is over now.
Can't tell which way is up.
No, because there is one simple trick to do. Is A, jump, gravity's still a thing. But 2, if you don't know which way it's up, just let a bit of spit out and let it roll down your face, and then you can. These auto doors are just annoying. And I got pushed out the door. The mannequin man baby. Oh dear, get away from them. And that's how bad it. Yeah, one of the cappies is hidden in here.
Where are you even going? At this rate, you'll starve to death.
Oh, I do enjoy the optical illusion where the corridor just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. It looks like a really long corridor, but it's actually just one that just gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. I love those. I love optical illusions like that. The super creepy bottle. They're toys and they're playing poker. Clearly a take on the dogs playing poker scene.
Where are you even going? At this rate, you'll starve to death.
That's the room it came from. That's just a dead end. How boring. That's the cappy bottle. That's the mannequin. That's the way I'm supposed to go. That's Teddy's watching TV. That's just a nausea-inducing wall. Staff bathroom, maybe? A reference to Psycho. The stabbing in the shower scene.
Where are you even going? At this rate, you'll starve to death in there.
The spinning floor is rather obnoxious. Ugh, there.
You're a bit hardier than those others, it seems. But not much smarter, I'm afraid.
And this is where he was.
Already gone, little Raider. Don't worry, I've still got plenty of surprises in store for you.
Oh, I'm just here to loot.
Good. Check your ammo.
Actually, no. This is probably the easiest way. Just like when walking up a road, always go against the flow of traffic, so you know what's coming.
Should have looked both ways, stupid.
The thing is, you can't avoid, you know, the double one, you can't go round.
What are you doing out of costume again? You know Nuka fires people for breaking character. Yes, of course, I'm kidding. But seriously, the clown makeup helps scare the invaders off. And there's a new one in the park. No, I don't think that's going to work this time. There's something different about this one. See? I can do that too. Now, stop squirming. Sorry. I know you can't help it. We just have to hold out till she gets back with a cure. Drive the raiders out.
Take long.
Undead painted Gulio later, and one of the best paint supplies in the entire world. And so that's just the history of the thing. There's quite a lot in these tunnels that you can find with the history. It's also a radioactive cesspool. That's where sort of where they were hidden. It's quite a. It tells a little backstory of nuclear world. Final act, yes. Yeah, Roswell.
Join me on the roof of King Cola's castle, and we'll see an end to this production.
Oh dear. Sometimes you can jump on them and ride them, and sometimes you can't. It's like sometimes I have ridden them before, and sometimes you can't.
Oh no! You shut off my defenses! Oh wait, I'll just turn these back on!
Now, where the crap is King Cola's castle? Gotta recharge my AP. Yeah, X6 will deal with the rules. In the grand scheme of things, a shotgun is probably not the weapon I want, but... No, that will do.
Going up.
Actually, this is my shitty sniping weapon.
You raiders are all the same. You come into someone's home. I'm not going to let you.
At this point, I'd kill you just to get some peace and quiet.
Fine. I've been looking forward.
Sure.
Oh, that's just so unreliable. And yet it pulls off like ridiculously difficult shot. It misses like the easiest shots of the lot. Oh, this is not a reliable weapon for... Why do I get so much chameleon crap? It's like the worst... It is the worst legendary effect. Where is he going? Did I just see Oswald run up? Molotov's classy. Is that the leg that actually... Oh, great.
Hey, over here.
So he at least try to do things a little more interesting in the boss fights in Nuka World. You can give him credit for that. Also, apparently Sims work on ghouls. Ugh, if only I had a weapon that wasn't, like, super slow. Oh, stop stimming! Oh, just die! Oh dear, and stop resurrecting your ghouls. Glowing on such an obnoxious Turdicus Maximus. Do I have to kill you in like one blast? Oh, finally he died. And he pretty much has Molotovs for days. Yeah, for those moments where he's not trying to butt you in the face with his little sword. Which is one of the few Chinese officers' swords in the entire game, because they are so rare. Assign a gang to Kiddy Kingdom. Well, who's the only gang that deserves to be here? The Pack. It's bright, it's colourful, and it gets them, and it takes the smell away from everyone else. Also, I never realised World of Refreshment was so close by. Oh crap. World of Refreshment I tend to give to the operators owing to its more technical nature, and let's face it, the Disciples were more likely just trying to skip. There's nothing for living in there for them to do anything with. Now this is one where you really just want the quest markers to make sure there isn't a Mirelurk you've missed. There we go. Now, this actually has some interesting places to do when the power's back on, or a nice, convenient walkthrough with console. Also, time to do it Polish style, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, Molotov cocktails aren't Russian. They're actually, I think they were Polish originally. It was one of the countries that was invaded during World War II. It wasn't Russian. That's all I can remember for sure was it wasn't Russian. It was either Danish, it was either one of the neutral countries, or Poland. It wasn't actually Russian, which is funny. The cheesy...
Nuka-Cola began its journey in the year 2042. When our founder, John
Kale Bradburn, because of course he has Dark Elf voice like everyone.
But in late 2044, Mr. Brad Burton was finally successful, and Nuka-Cola was born. It quickly surpassed unselected beverages. Dreamt of a delicious soft drink that would provide energy, focus, and 120% of the recommended daily value of sugar.
Yeah, so it's hyper sugary.
Mr. Brad Burton and his team of talented beverageers continue to create new and
Fungineer. It might as well be Fungineer. There's also another Cappy in here, on the back of one of these little western buildings. Also, I don't know if I'm wrong or right in assuming this, but there's a reference to New Vegas in here with Nuka-Cola Wild. Also, these Molotovs with their extreme boom are not actually that helpful, because they tend to hit me as much as they're hitting anything else. You know, because it's sassafras that makes sarsaparilla. And also Nuka-Cola, which was designed specifically to compete with Sunset Sarsaparilla. Which I'm not sure if it was in Fallout 1 and 2, but I know it was in New Vegas. Could be in 1 or 2, I don't know. I've never actually played Fallout 1 or 2. But there's a Cappy there. As you can see, it's sort of fuzzed out. You have to be wearing the stupid Cappy glasses to see it. Refreshingly patriotic. So it must taste like a bit obesity then. And oh, love her! I'm trying to kill the fucking nuke spawn. And you keep getting your massive ass in the way. It's actually funny because the one thing about X6 that isn't truly massive is her ass. Also, this river is Nuka-Cola Quantum. So it's radioactive sugar, basically. That's what Nuka-Cola Quantum is. Why would I want, like... You know, I don't like cola. Let me just put it out there, I don't actually like cola. And Nuka-Cola is basically cola with extra sugar and a load of fruit flavours mixed in as well. Yeah.
Hey, Mom and Dad, are you ready for a night out on the town?
Yeah, there's the Nuka-Cola power up. Again, T51. Yeah, it's almost as even if Bethesda tried to acknowledge that T60 was not what you think it was. You know, all the promotional armors are T51. And the fact that T60 is superior in gameplay, I think is a purely gameplay reason. Much like stim packs are a cure-all.
But this isn't just a ride. It's one of several operational factories actively producing Nuka-Cola. Here in the bottling chamber, we carefully pour each delicious liquid into our new space-age rocket bottle. And now for a special surprise. This is where we produce the newest member of our family, Nuka-Cola Quantum. That blue glow isn't just for show, folks. On behalf of all of us at Nuka World, we hope you'll enjoy the ride.
Yeah, 500 shotgun shells later, Nuka alerts are all dead.
On behalf of all of us at Nuka World, we hope you have enjoyed the learning more about Nuka-Cola. On behalf of all of us at Nuka World, we hope you have enjoyed the ride and learning more about Nuka-Cola.
Oh, I'm glad that was around the corner when it did that.
Welcome to the Nuka-Cola World of Refreshment, now featuring a river of Nuka-Cola Quantum. Nuka-Cola Quantum. Twice the calories, twice the carbohydrates, twice the caffeine, and
oh great, there's
twice
another
the
one.
taste. And just look at that amazing patented blue glow.
Oh, how many can there be in one place?
As we take you through the Nuka-Cola World of Refreshment. Welcome to the Nuka-Cola World of Refreshment. Now
There's some serious security here if we don't have any bloody Assaultrons. You know, Protectron is civilian grade. Assaultrons are military spec.
Yes.
And now for a special surprise.
The roof.
This is where we produce the newest member of our family, Nuka-Cola.
Yeah, shotgun and crits don't actually hit. It only one shot's guaranteed to hit. Is that everything? Also, I think there's more Nuka-Cola Quantum here, as you'd expect, than there is pretty much anywhere else. You know, as you would expect, really. Clear the interior, time to clear the exterior, and that's the area where you can get some quite potent weapons that consume Nuka-Cola, pretty much consume Nuka-Cola as ammo.
This is Corporal Downey. As far as I know, last living member of Sergeant Lanier's recon team. We tried to secure the bottling plant. Got overrun by some new breed of Mirelurk. I've never seen anything like them. Blue glow so strong, stronger than any Commonwealth lurk I've encountered. It's gotta be the quantum running through this place. We breached their nest, and they poured out. We felt bad, but I'm pretty sure one of those damn lurks made off with my leg in the process. Private Clay dragged me to safety before I sent him to warn the others back at the camp, but I could hear their screams.
Nuka-Cola Quantum. Twice the calories, twice the carbohydrates, twice the caffeine,
food for some of my own
twice the taste.
I'm taking this matter into my own hands. This is Corporal Downey.
Ugh, where's the way out? Because I specifically need the way out that isn't the way I came in. Which is...
So sit back and enjoy the ride as we take you through the Nuka-Cola world of refreshment. 35% alcohol by volume. Do not consume Nuka-Cola Dark if you're pregnant or planning on having children. Do not operate motor vehicles or heavy.
There we go. Finally found a way out. Also, there was actually a Quantum Deathclaw that never actually got used. They never actually implemented it in any way, but the textures for it exist. I don't think I've ever come out this way before. And I think I know why. Wrong way. Hop, 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 along. I really need a more effective weapon. That'll do. Question is I bet in shotgun config or normal config? I can't remember if I have it in... Nuka alerts are quite strong. God, how many of these fuckers are there? Yeah, shotgun config. Which is actually a mod I put on it myself, because I was sick and tired of not... There's no reason for it to not have a shotgun function. Yep, I will kill the queen off. Really OP-ness that is a rocket launcher. You know what, let's ban a little choo-choo-choo 6. Where does that lurk go? Oh, it's bloody king again. Wow, my alert queen spit is strong enough to like completely great, my health, as it always is. Where's X6 when you need her? We're stuck in a bullet bugger on it, like I was. Except she can swim, she doesn't even have power on her. So you can end up farming more railway spikes than you actually use with a shotgun. You know, same thing happens with a harpoon gun, except that has the shotgun style as a default. And you end up farming more harpoons than you can actually, well, use, which is always rather weird. It generates what is quite an uncommon ammo. Though I need to get this power armor repaired. And I can't be bothered to climb. No, I didn't quite have enough gas to make it. I've got to climb the slow way. I have Molotovs on. I want vertebrate. I need to repair my power armor. Yeah, I've got a mod that allows vertebrates here. I actually came up with my own solution before the mod did it, but my solution wasn't pretty... Oh, fuck, it was already down. I can never tell with these bloody platforms. You know, because they only have like a slightest bit that's actually... Like, there's no protective railing at all. Where's my vertebrate? It's coming, I'm sure. And there's no... there might be furniture to wait in. You know, I definitely remember being able to summon a vertebrate here. You know, not being able to wait unless you're in fucking furniture is really annoying. Because there is no furniture! Doesn't seem to want to be come. That's strange. The problem is, if that's the case, then I probably fuck with vertebrates forever. You know, if that's the case, I'll probably fuck them up entirely. Which is funny because distinctly remember flying across Nuka World in a fucking vertibird. Clearly I can't summon this far out. That's weird. I distinctly remember being able to having a mod that allows me to fly a vertibird across. Because I've had it happen. I remember doing it. Maybe it just doesn't spawn this far out. Or it spawns so far away that it just takes an eternity to get to you. I'll do a test when I get back to Nuka Town. Gotta go back to Nuka Town first, because I know it works in Nuka Town, because that's where I normally summon them. No, bloodworms. And ants. Where did it go? Where did it go?
Let's do this. Boss said at the top.
Now the bloodworms being in Dry Rock Gulch, which is sandy and deserty, is definitely a reference to Tremors. You know, it has to be. I mean, the bloodworm as an entity is definitely a reference to Tremors. But in case you don't know, or if I'm remembering horrifically, Tremors is a movie about big worm-like things that come out of the ground and eat people. And for some reason, I think it was like quite comedic as well, at least in the later ones. I can't remember if the first one was, but I seem to remember the later ones being rather, having a silly, quite silly comedic moments. It could just be that it took a buttload of time getting over. I'll repair this power arm and go to the spot where I know I've summoned them when they've worked. And this is with like a mod that reduces the damage they take. So this will be breaking all the bloody time normally. Thought I could have cleared the lake. Clearly not.
really should rethink where you stand. Unless you're a fan of watching your back.
Damn, they hit this thing pretty well.
I mean, you seriously think that looks intimidating? Apart from the fact that clowns are scary.
Just wanted to say, no hard feelings. All right?
It's okay. I get it.
Thank God. I don't have any family living. Now, these traders, every time Coulter sent me out to lure people into the...
Sure.
I'm just...
Whatever. I don't need to hear it.
Hey, as long as we're cool.
Ooh, bottle. You can hack it and make it blow up. I normally do once I've done his medallion quests when I'm pissed off with it. No, I'm... Ugh. Molotov's still on. No, I'm sure I had vertebrates working here. Yeah, the lack of rad rats anywhere else always baffled me. Like, why are they Nuka World specific? You know, if I remember correctly, the vertebrate crests that spawn somewhere over that mountain there. See, I told you it worked. I knew it worked. Maybe it's always spawns in the same spot on Nuka World. Maybe it only has like one spawn point. And it spawns in like Mount Fizztop or something. And maybe I was just out of range. I have no idea, but I told you they worked. Now, whether or not I can get it to take me where I want to go is another matter. You know, if I want to, say, go to... No, I haven't actually got anything that crosses it. But, if I take it to, say... World of Refreshment, and then take it out to Safari Adventure, that'll do. Now, there is one thing to note with vertebrates here, is they do clip... Anything tall, they will... Or anything in general, they would tend to clip through. Because they don't have the... It doesn't... Nuka World doesn't have the height data. So as a result, vertebrates just sort of awkwardly... I mean, it's enough height to clear most things without clipping, but anything big like Fizztop Mountain, it's going to clip with. Or King Cole's Castle, or any of these giant bottles, it will clip with. Yep, we're going to clip through a tree. Yep, we're going through the tree. All I need to do is somehow figure out a way of setting the height data a bit much so vertebrates fly higher and they'll be fine. The problem is they seem pretty inconsistent in the flight they take. Because look, that's going to clip through that bottle, obviously. And now it's going to clip through the ground. So they don't work properly. Because they never actually put the height data in for them, but they work for getting you to places. You know, they tend to work a bit better to just sort of clip when you don't. Yep. What happened to my choo-choo gun? What happened to it? There it is. Unusual. Don't often find Bahamut luffs around. Okay, a less irradiated Brahmin, pretty much. I think they're actually a buffalo, but... Oh no, gator claws, like really weak versions of death claws. Oh dear, is X6 actually down, or... What the hell is a pack doing out here? It's a spasm.
If you ain't standing out, you ain't worth looking at.
Nope, don't have anything to explain what I hear. Also, that is the most disgusting... I tried to pick the tyre up and it didn't work. But that is the most disgusting tyre I have ever seen.
Lady.
Oh no.
Lady. Cito see you kill monster. You friend?
You raised by ape.
Let me guess. You were raised by apes.
Not no ape. Cito only know family.
How Cito learn words me not know?
Monster strong, but you stronger. Cito happy you kill monster. Monster hurt Cito and Cito family.
Well, it can't hurt you anymore, Cito.
No, many more Cito kill monster. New monsters not stop.
That depends. What are you offering in return?
New friend make monster help Cito.
Right? Of course. I'll help.
Cito happy. New friend follow. Cito show you.
Oh dear. He's gonna show me his family now. I always go with the raised by ape option. Just always. I can't not. I mean... It really is the first reaction I had when I saw him. I was thinking, oh dear, there's a Tarzan. Wasteland Tarzan. Yep, that's not dead. Well done, Vats. You're catastrophically missing every single shot. Vats is pretty useless as anything other than close range. Vats. One thing with Vats is to never rely on it, ever. Hey, Gator Claw, come back here. They take a bit of killing, but they don't do anywhere near as much damage as a Death Claw does. Okay, time to follow Cito. Primate house. Well, this is only worrying. Oh dear, he really was raised by ape.
This home. This family. No worry. They not hurt you. You friend Cito. Mean you friend family.
You were raised by gorillas.
How did you end up being raised by these gorillas?
Sito very small. When first family die. First family look like Sito. Sito not die. Just walk and walk. Find zoo place. Find new family. New family help Sito. Give Sito food. Give water. Keep Sito safe. Now Sito big and strong. Sito help family fight monsters.
Great. I always wanted to be best friends with a bunch of gorillas.
Sito glad new friend.
Sito not understand sarcasm.
Help Sito. Family in danger. Hide here from monsters. Here only play safe. Here have no food. Here have no water. Sito kill many.
I hope you know somewhere to start.
Sito maybe no. Sito eat with family. Wrinkly man.
Wrinkly man probably ghoul.
Wrinkly man hurt. Wrinkly man say.
Right.
Wrinkly man sorry monsters hurt family. Sito try help more, but Wrinkly man die. Now give shiny thing new friend.
Oh dear, I'm gonna be listening to all the time. Damn it. Great, what was it called? I can't even remember what it was called now. Yeah, document.
Dr. Darren McDermott, last known survivor at the Safari Adventure Replication Facility. This is my final recording. I've done something horrible. The thing I created, the thing I called the Gator Claw, they must be destroyed. They can't be tamed. They can't be controlled. Their sheer ferocity is like nothing I've ever seen. And now, the Nuka-Gen replicator is out of control. It's producing the matter.
That's bigger than most of the ants.
Somebody, anybody, find my passcode or Dr. Hines. Shut down the replicator before it's too late. And if this recording should reach Dr. Hines, please tell him to forgive me.
Oh great, I've got to do Dr. Sito again. And I'd already clicked the button. Oh no, must talk to Sito. Oh, he has a super sledge.
Huh. So it seems like the gator claws, or the monsters, are coming from an animal cloning facility somewhere beneath Safari Adventure.
Shiny thing help new friend.
Yes.
Unless this shiny thing is about to sprout wings and lead me to the cloning facility, we're out of luck.
New friend funny. Shiny thing not bird. No worry. Sito can help. Sito remember something. Sito see wrinkly man come from big triangle house long time ago. Go to big triangle house. Find cloning facility. Stop monsters. Sito come.
Can you get your family to help us?
Chris big and strong. Chris help.
I love how gorillas have name. One of these must be Chris. Now I know big triangle house need passcode. Need shiny thing to get in. So I'm just going to go grab that when I... Gator Claw clearly not have much of a brain. The fiberglass tree. Oh no, Gator Claws. Yeah, which cabinet was it? It was one of these little shed thing, shitty sheds. I didn't remember there being free up here, but oh well. Little choo-choo's doing its job. Just need to extract 25 railway spikes. See if VATS can end them a bit quicker. VATS is weird in that it pulls off impossible shots and then also fails to pull off really easy shots. Like it's defeated by range. Like completely defeated by anything short than point blank. But actually point blank and it failed to hit. Well, that took only a massive amount of shots. Nah, it's that cabby. That sight cabin over there. Go grab the thing. Where is it? Oh yes, here it is. This is the Heinz passcode. Fantastic amount of communist ammunition. Key document and another ash. Expert door. Oh, great, what's excited? Nah, I'm not gonna quite make it. Now, do we go to Big Triangle House? Can I do Big Triangle House in 5 minutes? Reptile House isn't the one. Big Triangle. Depends on how many gator claws come up. Oh, great, more. Ah, crits. Look. Things just explode with crits. Oh well, there's a Bramaluf in here. Now we need to go to Big Triangle House. Big Triangle House. No, I guess it's vaguely triangular. Oh well, it's called Big Triangle House for a reason, I'm sure.
Big Triangle House.
Don't never open. Yes, for good reason. It's called a lock. See, crits are ridiculously powerful because they ignore like, all resistance. See, that was impossible shot and it pulls them off, and yet it can't pull off a shot at point blank range. You know, that is so weird. Basically, AFAD is eco-hippies. Oh no, sorry, not eco-hippies, eco-terrorists. You know, there's a way to protest against the cruelty of zoos, but, you know, stuff like that is not good. A lot of these eco-terrorists, they claim to protect the animals by actually harming the animals. You know, it's kind of hypocritic, but then again, being hypocritic is kind of the nature of hippies in general. You know, a lot of hippies are very hypocritic. You know, say one thing and do another. You know, like they say save the earth, man, as they're driving around in a VW bus. Or other polluting vehicle. I don't think we need to read... Oh, bloody hell, there's a lot of journals here.
This is Dr. Darren McDermott, last known survivor at the Safari Adventure.
I'm just wondering if... No, it's just known as Gorilla King.
My personal recordings. It's been... Hell, I don't know how long it's been. I think I stopped counting months ago. Or was it years? Even with the scientific equipment at my disposal, it's clear there's no going back from what I've become.
Now this one's always albino.
Its toll on my body, twisting and deforming my physical appearance.
That's always an albino.
Falling into despair, I've embraced the change and used it as a basis for my new cloning research. Perhaps this curse will turn out to be a blessing. I just wish Dr. Hyde was here to guide my hand. I feel lost without him.
Yeah, doing an impossible shot, hitting its belly from the back, but can't pull off some really simple shots. It's almost as if VATS has absolutely no correlation to actual reality, even when it's using projectiles like this. Cito, get in way. God, you've got to use a terminal no matter what you do. This is basically the back entrance to stop you getting in. It's convenient. I hear the gator claw, but I don't see a gator claw. That's why. Yep, that's just gonna miss. Sometimes. 3 more. And I can do this before I have to time out. Then I can deal with Sito next week. It's in that fucking maze though. In case it's not abundantly clear, I dislike mazes. No, it is in a reptile house. You know, logically, there's one in the reptile house. Come on. Come on, open the door. Come on, bats, actually be helpful for once. Help a sister out. Okay, 2 more gator claws. Can I do this within 5 minutes? Like, ugh. Here we go to conversation with Sito. Oh great, there's one on an interior. In the bear cave, of all places. The owl guy's getting his butt kicked. Come on, Gator Claw, do the good thing and die. I like the rest of your kind. I just like how it's an abomination made after an abomination. It's always...
Sito.
New friend done? No more monsters?
There'll always be other monsters, but you've...
Sito not worry. New friend teach Sito be strong. How Sito?
Listen, Sito. You and your family...
Sito sad, but Sito understand. Here, new friend take.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Sito.
Thing Sito say. Thank you.
Yeah, there's nothing... You know what? You know, it's better to tell him to go, because at least then he lives. I mean, he's not an abomination of technology, so the Brotherhood wouldn't even have any issue with him. You know, because let's face it, irradiated gorillas are not really that much of a problem, and yeah, the Brotherhood wouldn't take problem with it. You know, they don't have a thing against irradiated animals. And as for... And obviously Sito is just raised by gorillas. And yet, surprisingly, a million times more civilized than the fucking pack! Disciples. Disciples always get here. power armor. And save up, we've run out of time. Just take the fusion cost, stop any NPC getting in it. Yeah, get that menu off my screen, but keep the power, preferably keep the power armor in range. And if X6 chooses to waddle her ass in, then so be it. Yeah, because companions have an uncanny ability to a photo bomb, I think is the term. Anyway, that's the end of the Fallout 4. It's going to save it. Autosave. Exit save, sorry. That's the end of the stream. So thanks for watching. Subscribe or donate if you want. Oh, that's not good. YouTube's deciding to have a brain fart. Anyway, that's the end of the stream. Subscribe or donate if you want. Good. Bye.